Hi, my name is Maria. Last year in September of 2015, I went to my primary physician. A month before that, I actually had an episode where I was at a park and I was watching my husband play soccer. And all of a sudden, I just started to feel really dizzy. I felt like I couldn't catch my breath. It was quite warm that day, so I just kept blaming it on the sun. That's probably why I felt that way. As soon as the game was over, I told my husband, I do not feel well. I need to go to urgent care. So when I went to urgent care, they did several tests on me, and it just came back that I was a little dehydrated. So I thought, well, again, it was warm that day, so that's probably what it is. The following day, I went to see my primary. He ran several tests himself, and it came back that I had a hypothyroid problem. He immediately prescribed Thyroid. I went to the pharmacy and I actually did get the med, but I didn't take the med. I actually went online, I looked up the med, and I really got scared of all the side effects that the medicine had, and especially that I had to take this for the rest of my life. So that was very, very scary for me. Um, what I did is I actually started to look for alternative remedies that I could do instead of having to take the medication. And that's when I immediately came across Dr. Keen's website. And I found it very encouraging looking at all the videos that a lot of these women um, talked about their stories, just like I'm doing now. And I thought, I need to give this a try. I'm a pretty open-minded person, and I thought I need to come in and find out some more information. So I came into the clinic. Dr. Keen ran a couple more tests on me, and it came back that I had Hashimoto. That was very scary for me. Dr. King went a little bit over what that was exactly. It's something that was not curable, and I just felt like running out of the office when he told me that. It was a very, very scary moment in my life. All along, I've actually had several symptoms, and but just recently diagnosed, like I mentioned, just in 2015. And a lot of those symptoms, I just thought they were just me. I was just born that way. Some of the symptoms were that really got to me were the low energy levels that I had, just the fatigue. I just felt like I wanted to sleep all the time. I would never get enough sleep. Throughout the night, I probably would wake up 3 times a day. So I thought that's probably it. I'm just not sleeping well enough. And some of the other symptoms were my hair. My hair was falling out just extremely in the last 5 years. It was falling out a lot. I had changed different shampoos. I thought, okay, it's probably the shampoo that's doing something to me. And people would just say, oh, it's something to deal with. You're getting older. It's normal for your hair to fall out. You should cut your hair because your hair is too long. That's probably what it is. So just dealt with those things. Headaches. I would at least have probably 2 headaches a week. That again, I don't really like to take medication. I would try to take anything natural remedies to try to deal with that. But when that wouldn't help, I had to reach out to get something, either Advil or Tylenol, to deal with those things. Other things were during my period. Since I started my period at a very young age, I've always had really bad menstrual cramps. So that was something horrible to deal with as a child. My mom would try to give me natural remedies. I asked her, we should probably go to the doctor. She'd say, no, 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 that's something normal as a woman. That's something that you have to deal with. Just be strong about it. So that's what I did. I would just deal with it. Some of the other things were swelling of my ankles. Growing up, my mom would tell me that I was just a clumsy child because I was always tripping everywhere. So other things were my feet. I've always had issues with my skin of my feet being very, very dry. I always found myself buying these really heavy creams to try to deal with that. I thought maybe I have a fungus. I'd buy those types of medicines. Um, my anxiety and my moods, that was always up and down, up and down. Bloatedness. Every time I'd eat something, I always felt like I was bloated. I'm like, everything I eat makes me sick. I'm like, what am I supposed to eat? My diet would be, I thought I was eating well. I would eat wheat bread. I would eat things with soy. I would definitely stay away from meat as much as possible. I'd eat more chicken and seafood, not knowing that the foods that I thought were good for me were the ones that were actually making me sick. Once I started coming to the therapy here, I learned so much about food. I was just amazed how much I've learned about food in the last 4 months. Like I said, the foods that I thought were good for me that you see on television, that you should eat these, were all the ones that were making me sick. So my journey for the last 4 months has been great. I feel like a new person now. All the staff here have been wonderful, along with Dr. Keene, in helping me improve. All of those symptoms that I talked about are almost completely gone. I'm just amazed that, again, in the last 4 months, 27 pounds lighter, I just feel like a new person, complete new person. I've lost so much weight that I need to get my rings resized. Dr. Keene always reminds me that they don't fit anymore.
And now they're falling off of those fingers, aren't they?
Yes, they are. I need to, so I definitely need to get them resized.
Yep. So just to add to this, you've come a really long ways. We're extremely proud of you. And I think you are going to continue this journey and continue the lifestyle that you started to change, and now you're helping your husband with that as well.
That's correct.
Now the whole family's getting healthy.
Yes.
With a couple goals in mind. And we just want to thank you for sharing your story and for being the woman that you are and that you're going to continue to be.
Thank you. And I hope this helps other people in understanding more about Hashimoto and how there is help out there. Don't give up.
So was it worth your time and your effort and the hard work that you put in?
Oh, definitely. It sure was. It was very scary at the beginning, but if you follow everything to the T, which I tried my best to follow everything, you'll see the results in such a short period. Like myself, I just can't believe it. There's people that tell me, you just look wonderful. You look completely different. You could see it in your eyes. Your energy level is much better. So yeah, I'm a happy camper now.